just go away. Go, just go away. Just go away, just go away. Go hit the hay, go hit the hay. You're old and gay, you're old and gay. So go away, so go away. Just go away, just go away. Go hit the hay, go hit the hay. You're old and gay, you're old and gay. So go away, so go away. At the border, the open border, Joe Biden sleeps tonight. At the border, the open border, Joe Biden sleeps tonight. Just go away, just go away. Go hit the hay, go hit the hay. You're old and gay, you're old and gay. So go away, so go away. Just go away, just go away. Go hit the hay, go hit the hay. You're old and gay, you're old and gay. So go away, so go away. In the war room as World War III looms, Joe Biden sleeps tonight. In the war room as World War III looms, Joe Biden sleeps tonight. Just go away, just go away. Go hit the hay, go hit the hay. You're old and gay, you're old and gay. So go away, so go away. Just go away, just go away. Go hit the hay, go hit the hay. You're old and gay, you're old and gay. So go away, so go away. Hush, my darling, so what you're starving. Joe Biden sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, so what you're starving. Joe Biden sleeps tonight. Just go away, just go away. Go hit the hay, go hit the hay. You're old and gay, you're old and gay. So go away, so go away. Just go away, just go away. Go hit the hay, go hit the hay. You're old and gay, you're old and gay. So go away, so go away. Go, just go away. Go, just go away.
Do not deny that you've made those statements. You have. We take the responsibility of standards very seriously, and we will work with you. I'm equally distressed. You would not meet with me before this hearing. We could have covered. Do not deny that you've made those statements. You have.
I wish they'd gone the next level and just had the part where he freaks out like in Dumb and Dumber. That's just too funny. What is going on, my members, my beautiful members? Welcome to a Members Live. Wednesday nights, our second official New Year's Members Live on Wednesdays. I hope you guys are enjoying the new schedule. I'm enjoying doing it. Trust me, it's better for me, and I hope, I definitely hope it's better for you. So, we got stuff to talk about tonight. Obviously, the hearings are very interesting. It's Pam Bondi's especially. We're going to cover that. We're going to talk about what's going on with DJT, which made an awesome move today, and I think it's just setting up for more. XRP, I'm going to talk about a little bit because, wow, it's starting to move, and I wanted to wait till DJT blows up so I can buy more, but you know what? It might not wait, or we'll just get a little higher. Who knows? And then if you guys want, I'll take questions for GTII and anything else you guys want towards the end. So let me say hey to people in this chat before we get going, and then we'll get moving. Vince numero uno tonight. What's up? Wago Waco. We will have fun. I promise. Danny. Mantan, what's up? Vin Man, Hero at Large, Kathy, Patrice, Joe Scarpazza, Troy Mandrew, Zavala, Agent Orange, and Jason Yancey. What is going on? Hero at Large says, thank goodness for Biden getting that ceasefire and prisoners really. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Trump does all the work, gets the hostages out, just like Reagan in the Carter days. And Biden is not happy. He's not getting credit for it, which, you know, it doesn't surprise me too much. Check this out though. This is funny. Talking about the hearings, I wanted I went open with this today. Trump blasted this out just a few minutes ago. Well, an hour today maybe. But Craig says, great day today. I agree. Dumber Pocahontas. I like that. Trump this is so funny. So speaking of his staffing, getting these cabinet people appointed, Trump blasts out today, as of today, the incoming Trump administration has hired over 1,000 people for the U.S. government. They are outstanding in every way, and you will see the fruits of their labor over the coming years. We will make America great again, and it will happen very quickly. In order to save time, money, and effort, it would be helpful if you would not send or recommend to us people who worked for or are endorsed by Americans for No Prosperity, headed by Charles Koch, Dumb as a Rock, John Bolton, Bird Brain Nikki Haley, Mike Pence, disloyal warmongers Dick Cheney and his psycho daughter Liz, Mitt Romney, Paul Ryan, question mark, Mark Milley, James Mattis, Mark Jesper, any of the other people suffering from Trump derangement syndrome, more commonly known as TDS. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Oh my God, that might be my favorite post from Trump in quite a while. It's back, guys. Mean tweets, world peace. We get it back, and I, for one, am very happy about it. Cannot wait. We're down to 4. Not counting today. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday is the day. And I just found out there's a small chance I might be in D.C. for the inauguration day. So I'm going to follow up on that because it's a small chance, but somebody might be making opening a door for me where I could actually be there. And, well, I'm not going to say what else because it's almost too good to be true, and I just got to see if it could actually happen first before I... But, anyways, crazy stuff going on. I cannot wait for Monday. It's going to be a national holiday for the rest of my life. So, did you guys watch this amazing hearing with Pam Bondi? Because this woman, I tell you, no, not me and William, much better than that, even though I love William, but this would be once in a lifetime kind of opportunity. Remember when we lost Matt Gaetz and it was boos all around in MAGA world and in my chat, lots of cries, lots of sad faces. But immediately after Gaetz was gone, we got Pam Bondi announced for Attorney General. And I said, hot damn, this is going to be awesome. She might even be better. If you guys watch the hearing today, and nothing against Gaetz, but I think Pam Bondi might be like a Matt Gaetz, but with experience doing this. Because if you guys watch that hearing today, she crushed it. Here's an exchange with her and Adam Schiff. She took no craps at all. Watch this.
Will it be your advice to the president? No, Mr. President, I need to go over them on a case-by-case basis. Do not issue blanket pardons. Will that be your advice to the president?
Senator, I have not looked at any of those files. If confirmed, I will look at the files
and
for the pardons, as well
will
as
you be able to review hundreds of cases on day one?
I will look at every file I am asked to look at.
Of course you won't. So will you advise the president?
Can I answer the question?
Well, my question is...
I would have plenty of staff. You said, of course you want?
You'll be able to review hundreds of cases on the first day?
I'm not going to mislead this body, nor you.
All right, let me ask another question. You don't want to answer that. Let me ask another question.
You were censured by Congress, Senator, for comments just like this that are so reckless.
Whew. You were censored by Congress for comments just like this. Damn. Bringing the heat. That was awesome. I'm sorry, but if you're willing to say that to a senator's face about, I mean, that's big time. She didn't give two craps. She was in everybody's face, just back and forth. She was honorable, but when they pushed her, man, she did not back down. In fact, she gave it back to flat out just slam the man with that. Schiff is the worst. And it went on. There was a couple other things she got in as well. including being like, why are you worried about this when crime, you should be worried about crime in California. That's what I'll be worried about. It's up 87% robbery, stuff like that. She just slammed him, and it was awesome. By the way, not bad for the eyes. I'm just saying. Sorry, I don't want to offend any of the ladies here, but Pam Bondi is. I think we can all admit, even the ladies, that Pam Bondi's a looker. Man, 59 years old. Are you kidding me? I want what she's having. I'm just saying. Dang, how is that even possible? Liberal women don't look this good when they're 35, 39, 29. They start deteriorating quick. So whatever she's having, pass that over to me. But there was more. So here's Blumenthal. He went after her too, thought he was gonna knock her back, and she just kept coming.
I have to say also, really troubled, deeply disturbed by some of your responses and non-responses to the question that you've been asked today. You have to be able to say that Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. You dodged that question when you were asked directly by Senator Durbin. You have to be able to say that January 6th insurrectionists who committed violence shouldn't be pardoned.
You said that I have to sit up here and say these things. No, I don't. I sit up here and speak the truth. I'm not going to sit up here and say anything that I need to say to get confirmed by this body. I don't have to say anything. I will answer the questions to the best of my ability.
Did you see the panic on his face? She just laid out there. I don't have to say anything. It's beautiful. Watch when she responds to him. Here's when it first starts. Watch his face. He's like, okay, let's see what she's got to say. She starts bringing the heat. His mouth's gonna drop. Hold up. Oh, there it is. That's a clear sign of shock. He's like, what? What just happened? Hold on. And now watch his face continue. He can't, his jaw is dropped. And now the fear in his eyes. Look at the fear in his eyes. Pam Bondi, dude, do not mess with this woman. Look at this. He's like, he's getting into scramble mode. Dude, this is unbelievable. She is so awesome. I'm sorry. Like, at this point, and I love Gates. I love Gates. There's nothing against Gates. You guys know I love Gates. That'll never change my love for Maddie. But this woman is badass. I'm so excited to have her. Moody says, she's my girl. Absolutely. Vince says, got excited being first and realized this member's lives being like tall smidget. No, man, it's still special. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to be part of a member's life, and it's like being in a special club. Vince, when they invited me to go on that Lolita Express, he said that man, he said Epstein, he told me, he said, you want to be part of a special club? I'll show you about being a part of a special club. So I told Hillary, I said, Hillary, I'm going to go be part of a special club. And you know what? Vince, you're part of a special club too. You should act like it. You really should. And that's all I got to say about that right now. Be proud, buddy. Be proud. Wasn't she anti-gun? She's not anti-guns. Listen, she's not perfect in policy, but who is? Okay? Even Trump sometimes is a little more moderate than I'd like him to be. Get that out of your head. She is MAGA. That's what matters. Okay? And she will just do what Trump wants her to do. So let's not be purists here. Okay? We could dissect everybody in their past and find something we don't like. All right, but let's just stick with what she's doing. She's going to kill it. She's going to kill it. And I don't see any issues with guns with her, especially not with Trump in charge. So, Frogirl loves her too. Pam Bondi equals 100,000 shares in DJT. That's right. Oh, we got some fun stuff to talk about with DJT later. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, Josh Hawley, when interviewing her, or when questioning her, he said at the end, I'm excited. He said, I'm excited to have you on. And he said, point blank, you will be confirmed. I mean, we're getting this woman, and she's gonna crush. She's gonna crush short sellers. I can almost guarantee it. Blumenthal's afraid Pam will bring up his stolen valor, right? Yeah, I mean he's one to talk, right? Craig, Pam's 59. Holy crap! I never would have thought she was. She's now my new hero. I'm 60. Craig, I mean, you know, if you're looking for a date, you know, Pam, I tell you, I mean, she could be a cougar. She could, if I know she's happily married, so you know, I'm just being funny, but she'd have no problem picking up a 30-year-old dude. Just saying. Pat Shigoya, what's going on? Moody asked, do I live out in the country? My short vid looked like, no, I don't. So I actually live in suburbs of Charlotte, North Carolina. And when those videos I took are at my office, which is in the very outskirts of Charlotte where I work. And it's kind of nice. We have this little office park, and it's right next to all this like open fields. So I can either walk into the neighborhood or I can go walk by the open fields. So it's kind of nice. Makes it feel like I'm in the country, but I do not live in the country. Okay, I got one more exchange for you with Pam. Because this dude, the Californians are really, really mean to her today. But she held her ground, just crushed it. So I'm going to play one more from Cali here. This guy was a real punk. Vince, everything about stocks I'll do towards the end, okay?
Your job will be to protect voters and election workers, not to undermine and dox them. Now, I know that earlier you agreed that Joe Biden is in fact president, but many of the president-elect's inner circle continue to spread the big lie about the 2020 election. Then we'll move on to a different topic.
Senator, you were speaking. May I speak? You cut me off when I was speaking. When I ask you the next question, you can speak, and I hope you answer, Ms. Bondi. Well, I'd like to answer the previous one, Senator.
When we met yesterday,
you pointed your finger at me and said you were speaking.
You did not seem to be familiar
let me answer my question.
with
I'm not going to be bullied by you,
Senator
Senator
the 14th Amendment of the United States of America, which was deeply disappointing.
I guess you didn't want to hear my answer about Pennsylvania.
After I gave an opportunity to study overnight. So can you tell me in this committee what the Citizenship Clause of the 14th Amendment says?
Senator, I'm here to answer your questions. I'm not here to do your homework and study for you.
Damn! I'm here to do your homework. I'm not here to, I'm here to answer your questions. I'm not here to do your homework and study for you. God, I have a crush. I'm just gonna be honest. I got a crush on her. I'm crushing. I honestly, I'd followed Pam for a while. I'd seen a lot of her stuff when she was in Florida, but never as closely as watching this hearing. And I gotta tell you, she's better than I expected, and that's saying a lot because I had high hopes. So it's gonna be a really fun 4 years, guys. Are you ready? Are you buckled in? Are you strapped up? Because we're getting all these people. We're getting all these. It's going to be so fun. The Democrats are so dumb, by the way. They're coming into these hearings, and they are attacking these nominees like they are, what's the word I'm looking for? Like they're amateurs. They're going after them. And in Trump's first term, you guys probably don't remember any of this. It's only us hardcore poli-sci heads remember this. But Trump's first term, they had the Russia thing hanging over the campaign, and so his confirmation hearings were coming up, and they were just attacking, and the guys didn't know what to do. Like Jeff Sessions just getting crushed. It was ugly. It was ugly, and a lot of them barely skated through. This time, these people, they're professional. They are not putting up with it. The Democrats don't understand that in 2017 when they were doing these hearings, there were real questions people had about Trump and well, let's see what happens. This time it is F you, we're in there, we want Trump, we want his team. They have the wind at their back and they know it. That's the difference. They know it, and the Democrats just can't read the room. And they're just making themselves look stupider and stupider as these guys just destroy them. It's so beautiful. Bondi is greater than Garland. That's the lowest bar ever. That's the lowest bar ever. That's awesome. Steve Bernard, what's up? Booty says, got a girl crush on Pam. I love it. Dustin, what's up, buddy? He says, I'm up 35K today in XRP. Getting back some money from unfortunate stock picks last 2 years. Sticking with crypto. Goodbye, stock market. Listen, Dustin, I am so happy for you, man. Congratulations. I hope you get it all back and 10 times more. And congrats to making a great investment with XRP. That is awesome. Dustin says, I should be a DC ace as a representative. I would be a politician. You'd vote for it. You know what? If God ever calls me to it, I will do it. But right now, small kids, no resources. You know, we'll see what the future holds. You never know where life will take you. I'm only 41. I'm pretty young. But I would go into politics if the door ever opened. I would. I would love to serve my country, especially the way it's trending now. So, but you know what? We'll just have to see what happens. But I have no intention of pushing myself out there. Let me put it that way. But if called, I would answer the call. All right. So Pam, though, wasn't the only one doing well. Now, this is Jon Ratcliffe, the nominee for director of the CIA. He was really good as well. I didn't get to watch as much of his, but this is one line that was really good because it just shows the difference between him. He was part of the intelligence community before, and he is an honest man. Just could not believe what was being seen. Schiff was jumping back and forth between all these hearings. So he was with the Bondi hearing. Now he's jumped in on the Ratcliffe one. And here's an exchange they had just to highlight also just how well Ratcliffe was doing as well.
In 2020, when a chairman of an intelligence committee misrepresented that a laptop owned by then candidate Biden's son was somehow a Russian intelligence operation, and 51 former intelligence officials used the imprimatur of IC authority to go along with that. I stood in the breach. I stood alone and told the American people the truth about that. So I think my record in terms of speaking truth to power and defending the intelligence community and its good work is very clear. And what I can assure you is those types of instances, if I'm in that position as CIA director and have to do that again, as uncomfortable as that can be, to be accused, you know, the truth will ultimately defend itself, and I think that that intelligence will as well. In 2020,
I mean, this is awesome. He's obviously not the firebrand that Bondi is. But I wanted to share this clip because he stood up when 51 other intelligence officers signed off and said the Hunter Biden thing was Russian intelligence or PSYOP. He stood up in that. And so Trump's now rewarding him for being an honest man against all the pressure. And this brings it back. This is out in public now, okay? Just telling the whole world, listen, I knew, and I was trying to sound the alarm. So this is a big deal. Ratcliffe's going to come in. He's going to be perfect to run the CIA. He'll clean it up. And so this is another exciting one. And you know what? He's kind of boring. So because he's boring, this is going to be another shoe-in. I'm telling you guys, after Hegseth yesterday, because Hegseth will now be confirmed. After Hegseth, I don't think a single one goes down. The most likely is Tulsi Gabbard. And that's because a lot of Republicans aren't sure about her, and Democrats just want to get revenge on her for betraying them. But I still think she's going to get through. I really do. I wanted to even reward Rubio with a couple clips because this man is out there. He's doing the work as well. And, you know, Rubio, of all the picks, is one of the ones I'm least excited about. But it doesn't mean he's not going to do a good job with Trump and running Trump's foreign policy agenda. So listen to this.
But ultimately, under President Trump, the top priority of the United States Department of State will be the United States. The direction he has given for the conduct of our foreign policy is clear. Every dollar we spend, every program we fund, every policy we pursue must be justified by the answer to one of three questions. Does it make America safer? Does it make America stronger? Or does it make America more prosperous? But ultimately, under President Trump...
I got to tell you, like, I don't know about you guys, but that is music to my ears. This is, anybody who's deep state, anybody who's Rhino or Democrat is always out there trying to, like, make some speech about how we need to be part of the global community and we need to take care of our neighbors. And no, even Rubio's out there. He's got the note from Trump, and it's like America first, America first, America first. And that from the State Department is so incredibly refreshing to hear. So I wanted to share that because I actually think Rubio is going to do a good job. I really do. I can't put my finger on it, but I think Trump knows what he's doing. And then one more.
It's unacceptable. There's no doubt about it. But this war has to end. And I think it should be the official policy of the United States that we want to see it end. Now, what that master plan looks like it's going to be hard work. This is not going to be an easy endeavor. But it's going to require bold diplomacy. And my hope is that it could begin with some ceasefire. And we're going to have, in order to achieve objectives like the one that needs to occur in Ukraine, it is important for everyone to be realistic. There will have to be concessions made by the Russian Federation, but also by the Ukrainians, and the United States lend itself there. It's also important that there be some balance. It's unacceptable. There's no doubt about it, but this war has to end. And I think it should be the...
So, he's out there already saying we're going to end the Ukraine war immediately. No excuses for it to continue. No threats to Putin. Nothing like that. Just basically saying, look, we're going to negotiate a deal. We're going to end it. That's what we want to hear. That's it. No playing games. And yes, his ears are huge. They do look fake. I don't understand it. Some people just have that ear gene. Some do. It doesn't match his face. He's Marco Dumbo. Just Dumbo Rubio. I don't know, whatever you want to call him. But yeah, it's pretty wild. Pretty wild. So he's going to be a shoo-in because he's liked in the Senate. But again, we're getting real winners here, guys. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you look at all these people, Rubio, Ratcliffe, Jon, I can't remember his name right now, the guy who's doing the budget office. He was today. Then Pam Bondi, obviously. Hegseth. Do you guys notice something? Do you notice how they all just look young and vibrant? Even Pam Bondi, who's 59. They all just look strong. They all look sharp. None of these people are losers. They're not. These people are go-getters. They are fighters. You know, even Rubio, little Marco. I've had my issues with him, but listen, he's been a successful senator and he's stood up. He's got a strong conservative record. So I'm not worried. This is exciting, and I hope you guys are getting as excited as I am. All right, you want to talk about more winning? This came out today. This is crazy. So Sam Altman, CEO of ChatGPT, Zuckerberg, obviously, and it says biz leaders. This is the big part, though. Choose Trump inauguration over the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. Interesting. So there's a World Economic Forum going on next week in Switzerland, and yet all these guys who used to be big parts of it, they're all coming to the inauguration instead. This is a statement. This little headline that's not going to go into too much detail, probably not much of a story, just probably name some more names if you actually go to the New York Post story. Doesn't seem like much, but this is actually massive. Before Trump won, if Kamala had continued to win, if we never gotten Trump in the first place, the only future for all these guys, this business and tech, was to partner with the WEF, get their Great Reset. It was the only way. They had to bow the knee in order to be part of whatever future is. But the fact that they are now rejecting that, I don't like Sam Altman. I don't like Zuckerberg. I don't think these are good people. I don't. But they know where the tide's turning. And you know what? If they're going to be on our side where, you know, they're over our watch under Trump's Justice Department, watching over them, all that, keeping them in check. We actually have a real government that's actually doing justice. They can be on our side. I don't give a rat's patootie. I don't care. This is awesome. And it's showing that the World Economic Forum no longer has the pull that it did even months ago. That is over, friends. It's over. And it's only going to get weaker and weaker every day. On day one, Trump said he's pulling out of the WHO, the World Health Organization. That's a big factor of the WEF. They're gonna fall apart with this. So this is a huge headline, and it's not getting that much attention. Only 787 people retweeted it. It's under the radar, but honestly, I gotta say, this is one of the biggest. This has got to be one of the biggest news drops of the day. This is a really big deal. It's a really big deal, but only those really paying attention understand how big a deal it is. Oh, we're getting there, Vin. Moody said FWF. That's right. Vince, think of this. He got so much done first term with all these investigations and snakes in his cabinet. That's right. This is going to be so much different. Vin, man, what's the deal with Biden finding a loophole, hiring long-term contract people from Kamala's staff to work for Trump? It's not long-term. What they did is, Vin Man's talking about a way that Biden is trying to undercut the Trump transition. What they did is they created a new rule where instead of the people stepping down immediately after transition and Trump filling them, they create a new rule where their people will stay on in places of power until they nominate confirm the nominations for the cabinet, which is, I believe, one of the reasons John Thune is going to do this quick. We're going to have people confirmed on day one. January 20th, Thune's already got several lined up to be confirmed that day. So it's going to move fast. They're going to fill this up fast. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff Biden did. So it's not going to be permanent people. It's just that those people that, because in the government they've designed it so it's actually kind of hard to fire some people, which I think the Senate might pass a new law with Trump to make it much easier for the president to fire people. But what they've done is they've elevated some of those permanent positions to positions of power until Trump gets his cabinet in order. So it's one way to try to stay in power, and they were hoping the confirmation process would get prolonged, but it's not. So it'll work out. It'll work out. So, but yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I read a story on that today, actually. All right, this is really interesting. Marjorie Taylor Greene's out there saying Chinese drone manufacturer DJI has drones flying over the White House, removing geofencing restrictions for sensitive government facilities like the military base and White House. Chinese are collecting data they shouldn't have from recreational drone operators. Our government's letting it happen. Chinese drones should be banned from airspace. They certainly not be sold in the United States. She gives a statement here. I'm not going to play it, but this is a big deal. If drones are allowed to fly over the White House, bad stuff can happen. So what I think will happen, though, is day one, Trump will get in knowing this is going on, and he'll give full orders to shoot down anything that crosses over into that airspace. So I know a lot of people are worried about Trump's safety, and I don't think that's, I'm praying for his safety too. So I don't think it's, I don't think it's dumb to do that. I do think we can get too caught up in it, because the truth is Trump got this far because I think he's divinely protected, and now he's going to be even more protected with the Secret Service and the military, and I still believe there's a divine factor in there. I'm not worried about Trump. I pray for him because I just don't want anything to sneak through, but I'm not worried. I think the inauguration is going to be fine. One of the reasons I actually feel more confident about the inauguration being fine is that Obama is going, not Michelle, who cares, but Barack's going to be there. I believe Bush and Clinton are going to be there too. You get the ex-presidents up there, there's less likelihood of something going off like a bomb or something like that. I just don't see it happening. So, and good luck getting a shot off in DC on that day. Every roof, everything will be checked. So that it's just not going to happen. I think it'll go smooth. But yeah, this is craziness that this kind of stuff's happening. So just more stuff to watch out for, pay attention to, and pray about for protection and all that. Okay, let's get to the stock market, because with Trump coming in next week, things are getting pretty spicy. This is a crazy story. Hindenburg short selling, the research Hindenburg shut down today. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but I believe this is Andrew Left. Vinman, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that. I think you would know. But this is one of the major short selling firms, research firms in all the land. And they are shutting down the week before the inauguration? Huh. I mean, again, there's no coincidences. This is happening for a reason. And the timing makes perfect sense. It's time to get out. It's time to stop. We have a administration coming in that's going to be all law and order. That's one of their main mandates, is law and order in the land. The financial markets are, of course, going to be looked at because Trump is one of the biggest. His stock is one of the most shorted, heavily attacked, manipulated stocks on the market. It's one of the biggest meme stocks now, if not the biggest. I believe, not share count, but I believe in some ways it might be bigger than GameStop now. It's massive. And you have Trump, Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, the three biggest people in charge of domestic law and order, are all major they're all major parts of DJT. Are you kidding me? You could not write a better story. It's insane. And then the week before the inauguration, one of the biggest short selling research firms closes its doors. Guys, are you ready for some fireworks? Because I am. This is going to get wild in many ways, I believe. What's up, Roger? Good to see you. Vinman, probably inspired by Andrew Left arrest. I believe that's part of it. But the timing is about the inauguration, I really believe. Logic. What are we talking about, Logic? Vinman says, I think all the firms stopped shorting DJT. Kenny Boy's doing all the shit right now. You really think it's just Kenny? You think it's just Citadel? I think Kenny might, I don't know. If it's Kenny doing it, if it's just Citadel, I have a feeling we'll run before the inauguration big time. Because I'll tell you one thing about Griffin. He's smart. He's smart like a snake. And I just think he knows he's on Trump's radar. And so him to stay might be a little too risky even for his blood. But that'd be crazy if you're right, Vinman. Roger says, I agree. If DJT can't beat them, nothing can. I agree. I totally agree. So this happened today too. Total revolving credit just dropped. The crisis is ready. All that's needed is a match. And so here we are right here. We have the last couple times revolving credit is here. September 08, bank crisis. September 2019, repo bank crisis, 5 months before the COVID crash. And now we have January 2025. Something's happening, folks. Something's happening. So I don't know about you, but I'm buckling up. Over here, let's look at our stocks real quick and crypto, XRP specifically. So DJT, strong bounce back today. I told you guys last night, I'm not worried at all about DJT. We had a nice 4% move today, $1.50 up, back over 40. In after hours, we're moving as well. Volume was not even that large today. We're just at 13.7 volume and still moving up. If this holds, if this is the continued trend, options expiration is Friday. So get ready, because we could see we could really see fireworks after that gamma squeeze Monday with expiring calls and puts this Friday. I don't know, guys, but inauguration Monday, Hindenburg gone. There's a lot of pieces that seem to be falling into place. I've scooped up a little more DJT on the dip today. Very glad I did. And, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens at pre-market tomorrow. But I'm excited. I'm just excited. There's not much else for me to say on DJT. I just want to touch upon it just to keep it in front of everybody because I do have very strong feelings about this and the timing seems to line up. And again, talking to Bam on his algorithm says this week and next week could be huge. So, not financial advice, but I just want to make sure nobody can blame me if they didn't get in on time, because that's how strong I feel about it. And the good news about DJT is that this stock is not going to kill you. Way too many eyes on it, way too many powerful people involved. Worst case scenario with DJT, if you play it for the next couple weeks, is it goes down to $30. You know, that's like the worst case scenario. So this is a very, in my opinion, not financial advice. It's a very safe gamble, even if for just the next couple weeks. Moody says, called my broker to move my DJT into tax-free brokerage account. Now that we're in New Year, broker never heard of DJT and got added to when he realized it was Trump's company. Are you serious, Moody? That's unbelievable. That's so dumb. Vinman, Kenny Boy possesses all the evidence along with cohorts in government. They probably destroy all the records, prove Kenny's magic sauce algo destroyed so many. So maybe, or maybe they don't move fast enough. We'll find out. So, yeah, Dustin, a broker never heard of DJT. Oof, I know it's unreal, right? How have you not heard about this stock? It's been on the DJT has been on C-SPAN's front page at least 10 times this last year. That's how like there's no excuse for that. That's terrible. Vinman says stock market will be closed on Monday for MLK Day. Oh, how convenient for them. Well, that must mean that Tuesday is going to be awesome. Either Friday or Tuesday should be a good day, in my opinion. You know, that'd be crazy. Moody says Worldwide Holdings divvy cost me $7,000 taxes. Broker issued the wrong tax stocks last year. That's terrible. And Roger, I think that's a big man of you to not blame William or Ham for anything that's gone wrong. Listen, I love Ham and William. I know them both personally, not super duper well, but I do know them enough to trust they're good people. And I haven't chased any of William's stocks like Logic or anything like that. But you know, I lost money in GTII, but that wasn't Ham's fault. That was Lou got me into GTII. It was my fault, but I got into it because of Lou. I stayed because of Ham. Finger, I'm down, not substantially, but I'm down. And but I made money in GDC. I made money in what was that other stock? The GNS. I made money in GNS thanks to Ham's call on timing, and DJT. You know, DJT is, I would have gotten in eventually because of Trump anyways, but Ham's enthusiasm when it first started trading and changed its ticker in April really convinced me. And then my education from Ham has taught me how to trade, and I've learned the movements of the markets a little better again, I think it's a big deal not to blame them, because we all make our own decisions and how we purchase, especially now that we've all been around long enough to have an education about these things. I think William and Ham are fighting a good fight and a hard fight, and I think at the same time they're also trying to make people money along the way, and that can be a very tough thing to trod. But if you learn the actual methods, especially that Ham has taught, I've found that if you actually listen to what he says and how to do it, you can make money along the way pretty easy. It's the buying and holding That's what kills people. That's what killed me. I bought and held AMC, killed me. I bought and held GTII, crushed me. That's the stuff that crushes you. It's the buying and holding. I've learned that for buying and holding, it should only happen when the company is legit as well and has reasons why it's going to be around. Like DJT. I have no problems buying and holding DJT if it doesn't run in the next month. Why? Because Trump's going to be tweeting his posts there, his announcements for the next 4 years. They have plans. They have no debt. They have got plans. There's a reason why DJT is not going to kill me. But these companies have nothing to stand on that were just short squeeze plays. That's where I get crushed by holding. And so that's what I've learned. Not buy and hold anymore. So Moody, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, up over 200K on AMC, didn't know enough to sell. That happened to so many of us. Yeah, it's crazy. But listen, we're still very young in this. Think about this. This is how I think about it. Okay, with all the money I've lost in those. I've learned so much, and now I'm learning how to make money. I haven't made it back yet, but I also haven't been extremely red in anything in a while. I've been mostly green, just because of the timing on stuff and how I'm learning to make these trades. So that's a big plus, and that will last me the rest of my life. So that will help pay off over time, and B, guys, we've been through all of this. The AMC, GTII, Finger, we did it all in, let's be honest, a shit economy run by effing retards. Just being honest. The Biden Justice Department, his SEC, we were bamboozled, and we were allowed to be bamboozled because of how evil these people are and how they don't care about us. We're in a different world now. January 20th, Monday, starts a new world. So we all have new skills. We all have new knowledge. We've all had 4 years of learning and getting our asses kicked. We're now learned and ready to enter a new world where now we actually have people on our side probably helping us out. So things could change quick. Things could change quick. Toe cramp. No notification. That sucks. You only missed the whole show. Kind of at the end now, but Butter says, I've been waiting for DJT to spike squeeze. I'll sell and buy back in. Problem is I passed too many chances. I totally understand. Yeah. Moody's being very nice. The party doesn't start till you show up. So KJB says, I'm not that knowledgeable, but Finger, why is a company losing money? Has 26 million accounts receivable, keeps increasing, has to raise money instead of collecting. I don't know, KJB. I can't answer that. I can tell you that in my experience, a CEO who is willing to show his face and answer questions on the shareholder level is somebody I believe is not a crook. I think Finger, I said this last night. I think what happened with Finger is that they legitimately thought they were moving faster than they were. And for whatever reason, maybe it's the Chinese economy, whatever, their services have not taken off as quickly as they hoped. They still have the contracts, which are extremely valuable. And to me, it just seems like he needed to shore up for them to win. And that's what it seems like to me. But you know what? If it continues and this keeps dragging on like this for another significant time period, whether I don't know how long I'd wait and watch, depending on the price for the stock, probably, but 3 months, 6 months, a year, I don't know. You know, we all have our time when it's time to cut loose. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet with Finger. We'll have Theo Vaughn on. Probably couldn't get him. But Buzz, yeah, I want to have Buzz back. I'm going to have Jonathan Welton on again soon. I have two guests that they're big. And they both said they do my show, but one of them got really sick. And the other one is very busy. So these people are big. They get paid to make appearances. They show up at places. So for them to do my show is like probably just a bored Friday night for them. So I got to wait for those to open up. But I'm going to have that. I have a couple other people I want to reach out to. I personally have been waiting to get the ball rolling in my own life. I've been tired. I've been trying to find my groove in the new year. I've just, the last year, the end of the year really wore me out. So, and having guests takes a lot of energy because I got to schedule it, put everything together. And so, but I'm going to have Bam back for sure. I want to have him on really soon. But yeah, my goal is this year to get to the point where I'm having at least one guest a week. So it's coming. Don't worry. I'm planning on getting there. But I need to get through my surgery next week and my recovery from that, which means that hopefully the show with the guests will start taking off in February, is my hope and my guess. So, Stoney, is Finger worth the hold? Listen, at this price, I don't think you're going to have to worry about Finger. If you can get your cost basis down, I'm not telling anybody to keep buying into it. There's a reason I don't cover it that much anymore. But I'm still in Finger. It's still my second biggest holding. I'm not leaving. Because I still believe that if nothing else, we could get a nice run to $4 to $10 here in the next year or so, even if it doesn't have a huge short squeeze. Joe Rogan would be amazing. If Joe Rogan ever had me on, I would have 100,000 subscribers overnight. But I don't think there's any reason Rogan wants to watch me. So. Join the YMCA. Premier of Alberta met with Trump at the Mar-a-Lago. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, so anyways, last thing I wanted to talk about, and then I'll talk about whatever you guys want to bring up, including if you guys want to talk about GTII a little bit. But listen, I was able to find a couple $100, get in on some XRP last night when it was at 280. And now it's at 303. XRP seems to be making some big moves. There are a lot of people speculating XRP could go to like $8, $10 in the next couple weeks. That's all speculation. I have no idea, but it is definitely moving. So guys, not financial advice, but to me, this was my signal to try to start really getting into XRP if I can. I'm not leaving DJT. So I'm waiting on DJT to make a big move before I really go heavy in XRP, but I'm starting to pick up some XRP more at a faster rate now. And people always ask me this, so I'll just tell you, I use Coinbase. I think Coinbase is good. My buddy who's really into crypto and internet, he works in internet security, he uses Coinbase. So if he uses it, I feel like it's a good one to use. So that's where you can grab it if you want. It's really easy to use. Honey Badger says, I can't imagine cutting loose from AMC for big loss and big loss in GTI. Then even think Finger would be crap play. Still remain hopeful for Finger. Hope we get a divvy soon and Trump effect. I agree. I don't think Finger is going to be a dud. I just don't. I think worst case scenario for Finger is it's going to be a $5 to $20 stock even without a squeeze in the next couple of years. I really believe that. So I'm not worried about Finger. Drew says, what if the stock market crash next Monday? It'll literally Black Monday for a lot. Well, it can't because it's closed, but that would be very funny. Trump can switch quickly on naked short. He can. Yeah, he's going to have a lot of power. So can Pam Bondi and Cash Patel from behind the scenes. So it doesn't even have to be a big announcement. They might not make a big announcement. They might come in and they might be like, cool, we're watching you guys for a week or a couple weeks. We're recording what you're doing, and we're going to just go and lock you all up with the evidence we get. They might do that too. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Roger says, I made a pile swing trading XRP until I found out my wallet was fake. Your wallet was fake? What? How's that work? That's crazy. How'd you find that out, Roger? Was it like connected to somebody else's account or something? That's crazy. Anyways, do you guys have, listen, I've gone through everything I wanted to cover tonight, but if you guys have any questions, let me know. As far as GTI is concerned, I really don't have anything more than I had last night. If Richard just did a video detailing it more, I highly recommend watching it if you have questions. As for me, I feel a little bit better about what's going on today than I did last night. Last night I was just very much like discouraged, seeing like this merger looks like really bad for us. But had a couple people, they showed me the CEO is kind of no nonsense of this new company that's coming in. He's no fan of brokers and market manipulation, so that's hopeful. The other thing is, somebody made a really good point to me. It's that if they have all the voting power that are now part of this merger, it means that Reichman and all the GTI people cannot make decisions. So I thought that was a good point. So I have no idea what to expect. Let me put it that way. I have no idea what to expect. I am right in the middle. Is this good or is this bad? I'm just neutral. My heart says GTII is gone, but my mind says, no, look at it. That doesn't logically make sense. So I've let GTI go emotionally. If it disappears forever, it won't even bother me at this point. I've let it go emotionally, but I still got some money in it. You know, it's tied up. So I'm not leaving. You know, just trade XRP on Robinhood. Oh, Drew, I could never use Robinhood just for moral reasons. But if it's working for you, good for you. Frogirl, new to crypto. Yeah, I want to know the fake wallet. Oh, here he goes. A friend helped me set up my account, grow my 60 to 200K. Started swing trading for 2 weeks, grew it to 1.4 million. When I tried to withdraw, I found out my funds could not be withdrawn. So what was the deal then? Was it real money? Wait, did he steal your 60K? I'm so confused. Was it like, yeah, I don't understand. So they just stole your money? That's terrible. Who is this friend? Man, that's wild, man. I'm so sorry. That's a crazy story. That's a crazy story. Anything we should look out for from that, Roger? Any lessons that you learned, like, that we need to know for sure? You got DCA down to 50 cents on GTI. Nice, Tokramp. That's something. Yeah, it's, I mean, what is even GTI at now? Is it 2 cents? Yeah, 2 cents. Unreal. You know, I'm a positive person, and it's hard not to be positive, honestly. Life's good. I mean, it sucks I've lost money, but life's good. We want our country back. God's clearly doing good things in this nation. You know, we're on the right side of history. But it is insane just when I look back and think like how much I used to believe in this stock and how good of a setup it was for it all to be lost. It's disappointing, to say the least. But it got me here, got us all here. I love you guys. I love this chat. I love doing this show. So you know what? God makes good out of bad all the time. Roger, you can't withdraw anything until you pay $22,000 in taxes. Wait, what? So are they holding your money ransom? That is wild. That's crazy. I'm so sorry. Started researching, found there's a common scam. Pay the taxes, you never get your funds. Wow. So they want to scam you out of they scammed you out of 60K and they want to scam you out of another 22K. Is that how it works, Roger? Unbelievable, man. That is crazy. I'm so sorry, Roger. I am so sorry. You know, guys, listen, I don't know this for certain, but I bet my buddy, if any of you guys ever wanted to set anything up, he's a crypto guy, he's a security guy. I bet if you guys wanted to pay him for an hour of his time, he'd probably meet with you and go over everything if you guys ever had deep questions on setting up your own account or anything. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not promoting a service. He doesn't even know I said this. He might not even do it. But But if anybody was ever interested in that, I just don't want to ever see anything happen like what Roger just said. That is horrible. That is horrible, man. God, that's crazy. Drew is defending Robin Hood. It's okay, Drew. We don't hate you for it, but I don't think you're going to get us over there. Roger says, ask for a tax statement. They said, just pay the taxes and the IRS will send you a statement. Yeah, that's not how it works. That's crazy. Tokram, I think the receiver gets paid if he gets to $2. Yeah, oh, that'd be good. Yeah, you're right. That was the original agreement, Toe. I remember that. Moody, I'm going to get him on to talk, but I was just saying that if anybody one-on-one wants to talk to him to set up their crypto or make sure their accounts are secure or anything like that, I bet he'd meet with you. You know, I just for his time, I'd say like I'd ask him like, what is your time worth for an hour? And you know, if he gives me a number, I'll tell you guys, and you know, we could set that up if anybody's interested. Yeah, we all lost money. It is what it is. Keep moving on. That's right, old man. We gotta just we can learn and we move on. So at least we don't live in like the old West and just would have lost our money all the time in banks. Roger found a good crypto attorney in Seattle. Oh man, 63 next month, Roger. I'm so sorry, man. Do I trust Uphold? I don't know enough about it, honestly. Yeah, Moody, you're interested. Well, first, Moody, Moody, are you in the? You're in the Discord, right? Yeah. Let me talk to him, and if he'll do it, I will contact you in the Discord. Okay. So. That should work. Toe Cramp says, don't leave crypto on exchange. Shortly after you get started, test moving some of it offline to cold storage wallet. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. If you trust XRP, you trust Uphold. Okay, Stoney. Well, that's good to know. Good to know. All right, Moody. I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him. And anybody else, let me know. Okay. Because, you know, he's a great guy. He's my best friend since first grade. So, how old am I now? 34 years. This guy has been my best friend. So I trust him with my life. There's a reason he's been my best friend for 34 years. So if you guys trust me, you can trust him. I will say that. I would vouch for him that much. Oh man, Roger, that's crazy. I'm so sorry. All right. Well, on that note, guys, I'm going to head out. So members, thank you as always for your support. Thank you for you guys make this channel happen the way it is. And I never would have gotten as far and as good as I'm doing without you guys. So thank you as always. Please join the Discord. It is so worth it if you're not already in. It's just like members' lives all day long in there. It's fun. And everybody's getting to know each other. It's just great. Listen, you guys, I can't thank you enough, as always. I'm eternally grateful, just very humbled, and thank you. And I have more stuff planned. I'm planning on doing. I have actually a couple of things I want to do, even adding to this channel, and so you guys will be the first to have a chance to get in. You know, just stuff that's going to be better. I want to make this channel. I want to keep covering politics, keep covering some stock market stuff, but I also want to broaden out and just keep teaching life skill stuff that'll just make us all better going forward. Because I'm very interested in that as well. So, because I think we're heading into a golden age, even economically, and I want us all to prosper the most possible because in that. So, oh, Dustin, don't tell me that about finger and selling. I don't. I don't like to think of it like that. So, all right, let's pray and get out of here. So, Heavenly Father, thank you, God, for these people. Father, just bless them. Bless them for blessing me. I just hope they get everything they've done for me and 10 times back. I'm just so grateful for each one of them and their contributions to this channel and how they financially make it easier for me to do this. So I thank you for them, and I thank you for getting to know them over these years and this time, and I feel like I know so many of them now personally, at least a little bit, and it's just a very rewarding experience. So I thank you for that. We pray for President Trump coming in for protection. I pray his whole team gets in quickly so that they can really start hitting the ground running and getting our country back on track. And I pray, God, for the wins to start, whether it's XRP, DJT, Finger, or something else that we haven't found yet. I just pray they start and they start hitting one after the other. And so we can recoup, like it says in the book of Joel, all that the locusts have eaten. And that was your promise to the people then, and I believe it's your promise to us now. All that the locusts have eaten, all that's been stolen from us will be returned. And I truly believe that with interest. So we thank you for that, Lord. We put our trust in you because there's no trust in man ever worth enough. So we trust you and what you're doing, and just pray we can all get there together. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. Love you guys. Bless you. What's this? Dustin says, buy all the XRP you can before the 20th. Trust me, I've been trying. Thanks, BM Pro. I appreciate that. Thank you, Roger. Yeah. Hit the like, guys, on the way out. Thank you. Frank, I agree. Give him the death punch. Hopefully it's soon. Yeah, I agree. Finger needs to do something soon. I think so. You want Biggest Loser today, Roger? But you're a lovable loser. So there's that. Anyways, God bless you guys. Have a great night. I will see you all on the regular live.